What's up, Social Media Nation? Dwayne Richens, door-to-door realtor. So excited to bring on a special guest today. Now, this special guest, if you guys are on social media, TikTok, Instagram, is an icon. I mean, to get to the status where this person is at, it doesn't just happen by chance. She has put in the time and the effort and learned more than people are going to learn in a lifetime, honestly, just simply because of the effort she's put in, the money she's spent to become educated. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring on Dana Flanagan. So Dana, welcome to our channel. I'm so excited to have you here. Dana has so many people. Over 300,000 followers are following your website. Let's just start basically by how in the world did you build that? And how long did it take?
Gosh, well, it took years. I mean, honestly, years and years of organic followers and people that I guess, felt compelled to follow me. And I hope that I bring value to people's everyday lives, whether it's real estate tips or business tips in general, and how to and maybe even just some positivity, positivity and inspiration, right? People come to social media for inspiration or to have a problem solved most of the time. So I hope that I can brighten everybody's day somehow, some way.
Well, Dana, you say you hope that you provide value to bring people there. You've done something, because I guarantee you there's a million people out there that are saying, look at me. I mean, my Instagram has 1,500 people. Mm-hmm. It's not big. It's not massive. I provide a lot of value. My YouTube channel is huge.
Yeah.
You're doing something different. You're compelling people and changing their lives in a certain way. How are you doing it? And how would you teach all these subscribers to get people to be compelled to click the follow button?
Well, I think you need to provide, like I said, some sort of value. So, in our business of real estate, people are looking for inspiration. They're looking for other ways to do things. They're looking for ideas. And I try to be consistent. I mean, that's the one thing with social media is posting every day and not just posting to post, being purposeful about your post if you are looking to have clients or you're looking to grow your business. Now, there's people out there that don't care to do that, and that's totally fine. They can post pictures of their dogs or whatever. You can still post pictures of your dogs or your kids, but if it's what you write with the post that is going to change the trajectory of the algorithm to be able to position it in front of people that are looking for what it is that you offer. So one really important thing to note here is that if you're not looking at your analytics and you're wondering where your posts are coming from, and you don't have to have a lot of followers. This isn't about the amount of likes you have or the amount of followers you have. I don't care how many people like stuff, as long as I get it in front of the right people that are looking for what it is that I offer. When I look at my analytics for Instagram, I have 97% non-followers looking at my stuff. 97%. It's usually in the 90 percentile, non-followers. And you got to poke around on there a little bit if you don't know where the analytics are, but you got to go to the professional dashboard and you can look and see who's clicking on it, what their age range is, where they're from, all of the above. And you can see that your content is getting in front of non-followers. Why is that? Because the content that you're writing, the words mean everything, because the algorithm picks up the words. And if you're saying things like real estate, realtor, houses, you're going to be put in front of people that are looking for those things. So if you're confusing the algorithm doesn't know where to put you. So you got to be very careful of what you're writing. The hashtags don't really matter as much anymore. It's really what you're putting in the content of your post.
Wow, that's huge. I just learned something. So all you guys out there, talk about provide value. She's getting 90% non-followers seeing her stuff. Now, the cool thing about what Dana does, she pulls in a ton of real estate agents because she does coaching. So if you want coached on this, Dana is the guru of this. You need to go, and I'm going to drop a link in the chats here to her website where you can go check out her coaching program, because that's what she does. She coaches agents how to bring on massive amounts of people. And for realtors, you need to do this so you're seen as a real estate agent and you stand out. If you could get 90% of people that are non-followers to you to buy real estate through you, or to know you as a guru, there's so many social media people out there. You've got to stand out. And Dana's program can help you see what things are working, what age demographic, based off of what she just said. I didn't even know you could do that. That is so
Yeah.
awesome. We have a
Yeah.
question, Dana. Dan said, are you talking about Facebook, Instagram, or X?
I actually do not use X really at all. I just never got into it. Instagram is great. I have a lot of followers there. I also get a lot of business from Facebook. Facebook, I think, has been the longest standing platform that I've been on. Facebook doesn't have some of the tools. I guess it's not as up to date on the tools, is what I'm going to say, as like Instagram or even TikTok. Facebook, though, I think is more personal. And that's where the personal connections come from, where people know, like, and trust you. Across all platforms, though, you want to make sure that you have a consistency to your bio and a call to action. If you're looking for clients, again, if you're a realtor, if you're a business owner, if you're looking for clients, it needs to be very clear when we scroll by what you do and who you are, who is your audience? Who are you reaching out to? If you are a realtor and you have a picture of your 3 kids that's, small, and you got the family dog in the photo, and you don't see you, that's great and everything. I know you love your family, but that is not going to tell me that you are a real estate agent ready to come list my house. If I'm looking to list my house, what do you do? If I go to your page and it just says digital creator, that I also don't like that either, because that doesn't tell me what you do. I put, real estate expert, or, world-renowned real estate agent, or realtor extraordinaire. That tells me what you do, helping people, selling the South with sophistication or whatever. Don't have a generic brand. Make sure that your branding is consistent across all platforms. So when somebody stops by your page, it's very clear what you do. You have a hook in your bio and a call to action to your bio. What do you want people to do? Do you want them to DM you? Do you want them to call with any of their questions? Put a little call to action in your bio. It will change how people perceive you, and people need to be told what to do. They need to be told, DM me for more info. Call, you could have a little cell phone emoji. Call me for, to list your home or for a complimentary home evaluation. Always have a call to action, because if you don't tell people what to do, they actually don't do anything. So that's an important piece.
That's fair. I mean, you think about your kids. If you don't tell them to do something, they're not going to do it.
Right.
And oftentimes, us as real estate agents, we need action calls to tell even us what to do. That's why I put up her website. It's on the screen right now. So go to danaflanagan.com. Go click on that right now. Go check it out and see what she does. So she has a course, a package that you can buy. I think it's $500, but it will walk you through how to set everything up. It's incredible. It's not very much money when we talk the grand scheme of thing. Most commissions are over 15 grand. Guys, go spend a few pennies on yourself to learn how to do something different. So Dan in my coaching program is asking quite a few questions. Appreciate Dan. Is this a business or personal page?
Either business or personal page. And if you are, it depends what platform you're on. If you're on Facebook, I actually don't like the business pages as much. I just don't feel like they're as interactive. I like the personal page personally, because I feel like people are more personally connected to you. I feel like Facebook is that platform where you've got a lot of people from high school following you, or college or whatnot, and other colleagues. So I personally don't love the Facebook business page. You can have one. I have one as well. I just don't utilize it as much, simply because the activity that I get is better on a personal page. On an Instagram or on a TikTok. I was never really into TikTok either, and I've gotten more into it recently, because that is a money-making platform. TikTok is a money-making platform. And if you are not monetizing everything that you do in this day and age, you are already behind. So if you go on TikTok and start to follow people that are really crushing it, and it can be in digital marketing, it can be in affiliate marketing, it can be in maybe they're a coach of some sort, maybe they are a realtor, but there are people that are making serious money monetizing their content, and TikTok is great for that. So and Instagram, Instagram, I really like their tools for their reels and for their stories. So you kind of have to pick which works for you, but just make sure, if I go to your Instagram, does it look like your Facebook in the sense of your bio? Does your branding look cohesive and consistent? Can I tell what you do? What differentiates you from other realtors and really, like I'm going to give you an example. I just used Selling the South, right? There's a realtor that works with me in my coaching program. I told her that's too basic. And I said, think about what kind of audience do you want to attract? And she's like, well, I really want luxury listings. I said, okay. So Selling the South is boring and generic. And you don't want to be boring and generic like everybody else. So she's like, well, how about like Selling the South with sophistication? And I was like, I love that. I love that because it's classy, it's short, it's not confusing. You know right away what her audience is. And that's what she's trying to attract. So just doing some rebranding and just being cohesive and consistent across all platforms is huge. It's also easier for people to find you when they're looking you up. Some people are more comfortable with Instagram. Some people are more comfortable with Facebook. So just making sure you're consistent is key.
Guys, and follow her lead. She didn't get to 300,000 followers just by a whim, right? This is a lot of hard work and knowledge, and what she's doing works. I always tell people rip off and reuse what the most successful people are doing. Well, just want to shout out to Nate. Nate, welcome, brother. He's the top agent in my coaching program, and I believe he's already sold $15 million in real estate so far this year.
Wow.
Absolutely crushing it.
Amazing.
So, guys, once again, if you don't know where to go, don't reinvent the wheel. Go to people that kill it. I honestly have no clue about social media. A lot of you guys know that. But I've made a lot of money off my Facebook page, just like she's saying. So it's really cool for her to validate. And I can promise you, I don't do anything I'm supposed to do. And I will go buy her program myself personally, just so that I can get some of these things and details in there. But what I've done on Facebook is I just post successes. And anyone in my programs know that I'm going to teach you how to go out and grind hard, knock doors, sell houses, get deals, and then be a professional. Post about your experiences, post about what the market's doing, post about closings you've had, what happened with this client, talk about the market. But live video feed on Facebook is what's made me so much money. And so continue to do that, but you've got to go do the grind. You've got to put in the effort. You've got to go and just make it happen in every aspect. Like I love what she said. If you're not making money in every aspect, you're missing the boat.
Yeah.
So guys, please comment any questions you have as we go through. What are 3 takeaways you'd give to people right now that are getting into social media besides go buy your course? What are 3 things you tell them to do?
Yeah. I mean, I think number 1 is to reevaluate and audit your profile. Absolutely. Number 1, audit your profile. Make sure that you have a professional photo. And I don't like these AI generated photos. I just think that they look fake. Just revamp your profile so it is very clear what you do, what differentiates you from your competition. Think about your local market, think about your niche. And that's another important piece is find a niche. And people get really scared with that word. They go, oh my God, I don't want to disclude other people by picking a niche. You don't have to pick a niche and disclude other people. You're just going to be focused on a certain audience. And just like us, we have our niches here. That's why we're on this live. We have our certain niches that we're good at. And so you're an expert at something. Maybe you like working with veterans. Maybe you like working with luxury. Maybe your local area, your local county is your niche. Incorporate that somehow so it will separate you from other people. And having a generic tagline like your hometown realtor or something like that is not exciting. Make it something that stands out so that people remember you. People remember you. They're going to come back to you. And the other thing I'm going to tell everybody is to really get comfortable with video. Get comfortable with video. I know it's not a comfortable thing for a lot of people. You don't need to show your face in every video. You don't even need to speak. Some of the videos that I have, the ones that went viral on certain platforms were of like me. I turned my phone around driving down the road and took a picture of the road in front of me. And I put some words, I put some inspirational words up there. So many people shared it because it was out there for like anybody. It was kind of like an inspirational thing. But so many people were commenting and sharing that like I didn't even know. So you really just need to get creative in the sense that you don't need to speak or even be on the video. You just need to post video. So as you were saying, which I thought was a great point, go to other people's pages that you admire. Go to people that are really crushing it in social media or that are crushing it as a real estate agent or that are crushing it in business and follow what they do. It's okay, like you said, to rip off other people's stuff and social media and change it to your own. If you like what somebody said, have Chat GPT rewrite it for you a different way pertaining to you. And then you've got a really great social media post. And you can actually ask Chat GPT to do all these things for you. You can create a 30-day content plan. And it's very simple. Just you have to let them know who, what, when, where, why, really, and who you are. What is your story, so it can craft a 30-day content plan for you. So if you're a complete beginner and you don't know what to post, or you don't have a lot of followers, that's okay. As I was saying before, my stuff gets in front of 97% non-followers. It's all about the content that you post. So you always want to be very careful to have a hook. People need to be hooked in the first 1 to 2 seconds, or they're scrolling by. They need to be hooked 1 to 2 seconds, and you have to have writing on your screen. If you hear somebody yap, 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 talking, and you don't see any captions, or you see a video with no writing on it, people are going to scroll by. You have to put the writing on the video. The algorithm also picks up the words in either the captions or the words in the writing. And that's how it positions you in front of people that are looking for the problem that you solve. So those are the 3 things I would tell you. Here's another little secret. If you write words on the screen, and they're kind of like, you can use them as kind of like hashtags. You don't really need to use hashtags anymore. And then you don't want them on there, but you just want to contact, like you want to get to that audience. You can write home buyers, home sellers, people buying a home, your city name maybe, and you can swipe it off the screen. So it's not seen by anybody, but it's still there and the algorithm will pick it up. So
that's insane.
There's a lot of tricks out there, but you have to train the algorithm to let the algorithm know what you want. Remember that. If you are posting about, like, let's say your kid's soccer game one day, and then you're posting like hashtag soccer, hashtag boys, hashtag whatever, that's great. But then the next day when you go to post about the fact that you want more clients, the algorithm is super confused on who you are and what exactly you want. So you have to tell the algorithm what you want. So be very careful about what you write, because it's thinking, oh, now they want this. So they're going to put you in front of, like, if you post, like you reshare a cat video, all of a sudden you're seeing all these cat videos. Why do you think? Because the algorithm thinks that you want more cat videos. So if you want more clients, tell the algorithm you want more clients.
Oh my gosh. Bomb dropped right there, you guys. Did you see that? That's some crazy knowledge. How many of you guys knew that you could put text on there, swipe it off so it's not seen, but yet it's still working for you to pull in that audience? Yep. Holy cow. That alone right there is going to make a ton of you a bunch of money. Now, of course, I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to have to learn, because these are the type of things that as social media stars, they're killing it just with the little things that they're doing. Even what you talked about, what you share, like the hashtags you're putting, the comments you're making. Right. Guys, the world that we live in is all AI. I'm sure a bunch of you guys went and watched the AI specialist I brought on my channel last week. Holy cow. He blew my mind. In fact, blew it to the point that I put the course up on my website. And if everyone isn't using AI for real estate to help them build a massive business, missing a major opportunity. Go check that out. Honestly, it's $299. You've got to tie into this. She brought up the AI already with Chat GPT, ripping off and reusing, copying, pasting, have it rewrite it according to you. And you can even put your personality type in there, because when you use it enough, it learns you and your systems and what you like. And so we don't have to go overcomplicate. And I think as real estate agents, I'm going to be honest, we sit in the office, we get on our computer, and we try so hard to figure out all these details when it's as simple as go click, buy, learn from, and then apply. That's really what it should be, is buy from the experts, apply it, and go make a ton of money. Right. It's funny, we were talking right before we got on here, Dana and I, and she's like, and this is the kind of person she is, but she's like, I absolutely love to be in a room of people way smarter than me, because I want to learn everything I can from that. And I resonate with that. I love to learn. That's why in our program, we read a book a month together. We're learning from experts because they put so much time in.
Yep.
Dana, you won't brag about yourself because you're not the type of person that ever would. Can
Mhm.
you tell us some of the successes you've had? How long you've been in real estate? How much volume you sell?
Mhm.
What brought you down this path?
Yeah, so I'm in my 23rd year in real estate now. I started in business actually even before that. My aunt was a top producer in Connecticut where I grew up, and I followed her around. We're very close. So when I was probably about 12 or so, I started working in the office, and she gave me little tasks to do and would pay me. And so I
Wow.
would do that on the weekends instead of going and playing with friends or whatever. I would go with my aunt to the office, and I thought it was so cool. The more I learned, and I really got into it, and it was much more hands-on in the sense of like you had to handwrite all the cards. There was showings had to be written down, all of that kind of stuff. And so I got into real estate, pretty early in my 20s, and I just started narrowing down I focused on my town, and I focused on the fact that I had other skills that the maybe more experienced but older realtors were not willing to learn. Like I had a BlackBerry. I remember when the BlackBerry came out. I had this phone that did all this stuff and sent emails with me in the car. Other people didn't have them yet. They were still, not using cell phones, and they weren't using smartphones. So I'm really dating myself here, but I really prided myself on customer service and being an immediate, maybe this isn't always the best thing now, but always being like immediately available. And so that's how I built my business. I just really provided fantastic customer service. I was doing about, 30, 45, 30 to 40 million a year in volume. My price point in Central Connecticut was really from like 175 to 800,000. I mean, this was not a luxury market by any means. Got my license in South Florida, started selling luxury homes in Fort Lauderdale. And now I live in North Carolina, so I'm licensed here as well. But I mostly just do coaching now, coaching and building the brand at the brokerage that I'm at. And that's what I love. I love to be able to help other people work smarter, not harder, have clients coming to you instead of chasing clients. And I love to find other ways to learn and make money. And then I recreate it into a course or a digital product where somebody else can purchase that from what I've learned and hopefully learn the same thing. So, social media has always been really huge for me. It was a major, major contributor to my success. It is a free tool, guys. It is a free tool that has a wider reach than anything that you can pay for, unless you're going to go pay for like TV ads or whatever. But it really does have a wider reach because more people watch everything on their phone anyway. So if you're not utilizing social media to its full potential, I highly recommend starting now, because it's not going away. And you'll go out and buy thousands of dollars of Zillow ads or whatever, and leads. Everyone wants to buy leads, right? But all the leads are really, honestly, with the way the market's been, I feel like they're oversaturated, they're dried up, and now they sell like the piece of the pie to like, when they used to sell it to like 3 realtors in your zip code, now it's like 25. So I just feel like it's such a terrible ROI when you can just do Facebook ads. You can set how much you want to spend per day. I ran Facebook ads for a little bit for this business and my coaching program, and it blew up. Like I had to shut it off. It was just ridiculous. I need to go back and do it again. But if the cool thing about Facebook ads, you guys, is that you can narrow it down to your town, your zip code, your demographics. So if you don't want people below a certain price point, you want people that, I think you can do it by household income, age range, because obviously you don't want to be sending Facebook ads to 15-year-olds on buying a house. I mean, you want to have people that are going to be qualified buyers or qualified sellers. So you can pick your demographic. And I think that's one of the best money spent. And people forget about it because they don't realize that it's not there. They're actually going and paying for leads on one platform when you have a lead source right in front of you for free.
So incredible. So give us 5 things that you're going to teach in your course and why it would be beneficial for people to buy today.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So obviously I coach on social media. When people purchase my program, I have an intake form that they fill out. So I get to know them personally, what their pain points are, what their strengths are, what they want to work on. And so they're going to get, obviously, everybody wants social media help for the most part, branding and consistency with their brand. I also work on a lot with video. One thing that people come to me, and you'd be surprised maybe by this, is confidence. People really just don't feel confident. Maybe they feel confident going on a listing appointment, but they're not confident in themselves as far as getting to a certain level. Like I had one client who was like, I don't feel like I'm worth more than this. And I was like, that's really sad. And she's like, I just don't feel like I'm worthy of all this, of a lot of money. So she actually was holding herself back. So we worked on her mindset a lot. And she's a completely different person now. So you're gonna get social media training. You're gonna get brand, kind of a whole brand audit. You're gonna get a mindset training. You're also gonna get systems. You're gonna get. I have a full system with funnels, automations, and email sequences. You're gonna get an entire system, CRM, and all the systems set up for you in the sense of like the funnels and automations. So everything should be automated now. So you're gonna have that as well. And you're going to learn how to attract clients instead of chasing them. And that's going to be through a series of things. So we work on a lot of different things. Everyone's obviously got their own thing and their own issues that they want to improve. So we really dial it in on a personal level too, which I like about it, because sometimes it's something that isn't a system issue. It's a mindset issue. So yeah.
That's incredible. So Dan's asking, you're talking about the social media domination for realtors program, right?
Yeah, so that's no. So that is a program that is kind of that's a digital product and a course. So you can go ahead and take that, or you can actually look under the you can actually go to elevateagentleads.com. If you go to Elevate Agent Leads with an S on the end, elevateagentleads.com, that is my free training. So you can watch that. It's a 1 hour slideshow. I promise you'll learn something. And if you would like to move forward, there is a form to fill out, and we can have a call from there. So that is the training that you'll get. It'll show you everything you'll get in the program. And I promise you, there's a slideshow. So give yourself the hour to watch it, and you will learn a lot, I promise, because it's going to talk to you about positioning yourself on social media, the importance of influence amplification. So how to amplify your influence to your audience. So how to resonate deeply with your audience so they feel compelled to buy from you, how to provide value and have a value-packed brand, how to create a video sales letter. What is a video sales letter? Well, if you go to elevateagentleads.com, that's a video sales letter. It's me talking through a slideshow that I put together. And, some people want help with Canva. That was put together on Canva. And how great would it be if you went on a listing presentation and you had a very nice slideshow or something that you could send them ahead of time? Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm so excited. Thank you for the opportunity to earn your business. I'd love for you to watch this 3-minute video so you can get an idea of who I am and what I do before I even come to your home. And if they watch it, great. If they don't, whatever, but you're still going to go there. But how great would it be to have like an iPad with you with a slideshow? Not only does it keep you on task and have you be able to highlight all the bullet points at a listing presentation. I nailed every listing appointment. I mean, there was times I obviously didn't get listings, but I pretty much felt like every time I went on a listing appointment, I was getting the listing, because I don't think anybody else was. I mean, this was back in 2012, 2013, 2014. I had an iPad with a slideshow. It keeps people from interrupting you when you're at the table sitting with them talking. It keeps you on task, because you'll get the people that will start to go off on a tangent about something, and you're there for 2 hours. I wanted to be in and out in an hour and have the listing. So that video sales letter, we work on how to put together your value proposition in a video sales letter as well. So my coaching program is value packed. And if you're looking to elevate your real estate business, I'm here to help you. I'd love to help you.
Awesome, guys. We're going to wrap up there, but we are going to start traveling. Dana and I are going to do some live events, and we would love to get you guys in person at these live events where you can ask questions, free training, and be able to really elevate your real estate business immediately in what you do. We're also going to tie in AI people and a cold caller on these events. So it's going to be a boot camp of just experts in different fields that are going to help you just explode your real estate market. So watch for that. Anybody that hasn't heard yet, I have a question-based selling course. So you need to check that out. It's going to be on the 30th. We are filling up very quickly on that. It's going to be free. It's a 3-hour course. I'm going to teach you on question-based selling. So make sure, if you have not signed up for that course, that you get there, get signed up, and get ready to learn, because it's going to be a power-packed system, which we're going to teach you how to sell in lots of different ways. I don't care if you're a cold caller, social media, or a door knocker, we're going to teach you why question-based selling is so important. But guys, any other questions you have for Dana, why we have her? We appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to jump on here with us, Dana. And any other questions you have for her? If not, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. But appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you're learning. And please comment below some of the success you've had, either from social media or from door knocking or from anything else. Cool thing about what we're doing is this last week, just my door knocking agents alone put $10 million of real estate under contract last week. And one agent's only been an agent a week and a half and just put a 1.60 deal under contract. Wow. He wrote an offer on a $3 million deal. It's not under contract yet, so we're not counting that in our volume. But you guys, stuff works. Get out there and learn how to do it and then go master the trade. But thanks you guys for being on here today. We will catch up with you on the next live on Monday.